All right, welcome back to eSIMstudios. So I have a surprise here for everybody viewing the channel. I have the new Samsung Galaxy Z Flip 7. Have it in blue, have it in coral red. And I have an S25 Ultra here for those of y'all that are possibly considering switching to this device. I know you might think I'm crazy at first for saying that, but it's not completely different now, minus the cameras. I'm just talking about size, the feel in your hand. They did change the aspect ratio this year. So if you've had any previous version of these flips, you will know that the OG flip to the flip 6, it was very skinny and very tall, right? It was like a 22.9 to 1 aspect ratio. This year, it's a 19 to 1 aspect ratio, same ratio as the S25 Ultra. It actually shares similar dimensions with the S25 Plus. It just happens to fold in half. So here we have the two colors. So you have the blue one. I'll pick them up and put them in different angles so you can see it. And here's the coral red. Now, I've been seeing a lot of people online, especially girls or women, say, "Oh, I love the pink Flip 7. Oh, it pink, 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 pink in every video." And now, let me let everybody viewing this know it might look pink and or pinkish on video. When you see this with the naked eye, it's not pink. However, it's not red. I think coral red is a perfect name for this because let's go ahead and check it out. So you can sort of see it sort of changes colors depending on how you look at it. Now, the color of the back of the phone is different. The red is different than the red on the border, right? Or the new hinge. It's very pretty. It does look different with the naked eye. Very, very nice. Now, let's check out this blue one. Now, this navy blue is a striking blue. I mean, it is absolutely gorgeous. It has more of a color match from the back of the phone to the side of the phone than this one. This one, again, side is more reddish. The back is more coralish. I guess that's why they call it coral red. Again, it does change depending on the angle that you're looking at it with. Now, they not only made it wider, they actually made it thinner, right? The hinge is 30% smaller than the hinge on the previous Flip 6. Just a very, very nice color. Hang on, let's go ahead and open them up and I'll compare them to the size with this. So let's go ahead and open this one up. I have not even turned them on yet. I literally just pulled them out of the box. So there we go with the blue. Nice color match there. And let's open the coral red. Now I'm recording in 4K. When you're watching this on YouTube, go up to the gear icon, go to your settings options. I think it's on the top right of the video. Select advanced, select quality, select the 4K option, the highest option available, so you can see these colors in ultra high definition. So here we go, Flip 7. Now I'm just giving you a size comparison with the Ultra. And again, some people, I'm sure it may not be a lot, but I'm considering using this over this. You may think I'm crazy, but not for, I got a lot of phones, so it's not a permanent switch. I am going to be putting my main SIM in here. I'm going to be rocking this for a little while. We're going to be doing case reviews. So, but some of y'all might consider switching. So let's look at height real quick. Both of these displays are 6.9 inches, even though the Flip 7 appears to be a taller device, as you can tell right there, about a notification bar taller than the Ultra. The Ultra is a very big phone, and I'm kind of shocked to see how big the Flip 7 is, right? Now, let's look at the width here. How wide is this? Is it the same width? It looks like, yeah. So it's basically the same dimensions. Obviously, it's thinner. As you can tell here, it's thinner than the Ultra, taller, but it is the same width, right? See, you get the width there and you get the width there. So it's a pretty big device when you open it up, right? Now you do have the new 4.1-inch outer AMOLED display. Big upgrade this year is that it's 120 hertz display. In the past, all these outer displays used to be only 60 hertz. And of course, the big spec this year is the CPU, the new Samsung Exynos 2500 that is in here. You get that new CPU. You do have 12 gigs of RAM. You do have you have twin 50 megapixel sensors right here. You have a 10 megapixel selfie camera, which sounds kind of underwhelming at first, but remember, you can actually record and do all your selfies while it's closed with these 50 megapixel sensors. I rarely ever record from the selfie sensor on the flip because the outer cameras are always better. Has an upgraded battery, 4,300 milliamp per hour, which helps power the bigger outer display. Now, if any of you have the T-Mobile network, as you know, the new T-Mobile network only supports the latest iPhone modem, and then the Snapdragon 8 Elite modem, and the Snapdragon 8 Gen 3 modem. So T-Mobile's brand new 5G network, true 5G network, unfortunately does not support the modem that the Samsung Exynos has in it. I believe it's the Exynos 5400, I believe is the modem. It does not support T-Mobile's brand new network. Only the modem in the S25 Ultra will pick up T-Mobile's 5G network. But I haven't had any issues rocking a non-T-Mobile 5G capable modem, if that makes sense. But just a thought that I wanted to put out there. If you're in an area with very bad cell service, you might want to consider not getting it. Not that this is bad by any means, and we're going to test it, but from what I've seen online, this does perfectly fine. But to get T-Mobile's brand new modem, you're going to want to get the Fold 7. Has the new Snapdragon modem in it that picks up T-Mobile's new 5G network, and or any other S25 series or any device, even a OnePlus 13 with their 8 Elite CPU and modem picks up T-Mobile's new network. But anyways, they've made it thinner, and I believe it's a tad bit heavier, which is not a bad thing. But it does now feel like a real phone when you hold it in your hand. In the past, it would feel you could tell it's different simply because of how skinny and how tall it was with that long, tall aspect ratio. And now you get a full-fledged phone. And I guess the biggest upgrade not many people are talking about, in my opinion, is now you can run Samsung DeX on the Flip series. In the past, that was never supported, and it is now. So just a very nice looking blue color here. You got blue all the way around. Man, that's a nice. Samsung knocked it out of the park this year with the colors. I think these are the two best colors. I think if you got the black version, I like black, and in fact, my Z Flip 6 was black that I got this time last year. And I like that because it's like a bat phone, like a Batmobile, right? Everything's jet black, blacked out, which looks badass. But on the other hand, it kind of hides the aesthetics. It kind of hides the look of the phone because everything just looks like, everything is blacked out, which again does look cool, but it does hide some of the nice looking phone exterior hardware, right? And the mint, I typically always get the Samsung exclusive color just because it's tagged with the exclusive motto, right? But this year I did not. So the mint one looked cool, and that was my first choice. And then as time went on, I was like, you know what? I think this is the best color. And I just had a feeling it would look different in person, and it does. It does not look so pink in person. It does under certain lighting. I get why people call it pink, but it's not your traditional girly pink. It's a lighter red. It's a light red tinted phone and or color. And anyways, the mint looks nice, but I wanted something bold. I wanted something different. I have a white S25 Ultra. I just want something that stands out, right? And these two definitely stand out. Just two beautiful looking devices. I think Samsung knocked it out of the park. And really nice devices. No, these are not. No, these are not dummy units. Let me turn these on for everybody. And I'm not going to go through the entire setup. I'm just going to turn it on to show you these are real. And one good thing is that the crease looks like they got a little smaller this year, right? So of course you could see it in the light reflection, but under normal usage, you can't really tell it's there. Each and every year they come out with a new foldable. Each and every year the crease gets smaller and smaller and smaller. I think next year, I've heard rumors that next year's foldables are going to be the very first year where there's going to be a zero crease, because Samsung is making the displays that are going in the iPhone fold or foldable iPhone, and Apple was only going to put that to the market only if it can support a zero crease display. Samsung is making that display for Apple. It is coming to fruition next year, 2026. And I think Samsung, that supplies Apple with their no crease display, I think Samsung would have egg on their face if they supplied a display for Apple that had a zero crease display, but then their Fold 8 and Flip 8 had a crease. You see what I'm saying? It would kind of be embarrassing. So I think next year is going to be the year where you're going to have a zero crease display. But, and again, it looks kind of janky, but that's just because I got a ton of lights on it, right? In normal usage, you don't ever feel it. You don't ever see it. That's just a fact. And if you're a foldable owner in the past, you know what I'm talking about. It's not an issue. And especially now, there's just literally like if it was on a 0 to 100% scale, or 0 to 100, where 100 is like you can feel the freaking dent in the screen, like you could feel the crease where it's a sharp right angle crease. This is and a 0 is a flat plane, just like this table. I think this would be probably on a 0 to 100. This is probably a 2, 3, 4, maybe a 5 out of 100. So it's almost gone, right? It's almost freaking gone. But you cannot go wrong with any one of these colors. The black is cool. If you like that, go for it. And the mint is cool. If you like that, please go for it. But these two, you cannot go wrong with either one. Knock it out of the park. Guys, yes, you can use this. In fact, I'm thinking about making this my main phone. But Jesus, the blue looks freaking phenomenal. So this is my first impressions. I just wanted to let everybody see the colors and let you know it does look a little different with the naked eye compared to the phone or seeing it on your screen. And then I wanted to give you a size comparison with this S25 Ultra, and you could actually tell it's actually a little taller. Let's put it right in between. It's actually a little bit taller than the Ultra. Let's line the bottoms up right there. As you can tell, these two are a little bit taller. It's basically flush right here. So it turns into a big phone, and it's nice that you can actually use the entire phone with it closed on this new 120 Hz AMOLED outer display, 4.1 inches. So beautiful devices. Please stay tuned to eSIMstudios. I got a lot to do. So we're going to record a lot, and we're going to be doing case reviews. We're going to be doing camera comparison reviews. We're going to do standalone reviews of the cameras. I'm going to take these out and start filming stuff and take pictures and do all sorts of stuff. So if you are a Samsung lover, subscribe to the channel. If you're a foldable lover, potentially you might want to thinking about getting one of these, subscribe to the channel. A little secret, Samsung still has pre-order deals on right now, even though we're not in pre-order time window, right? That 2-week window expired. Well, guess what? Samsung still has them available. So if you think you missed out on that 2-week window, no, it's still there. I'll have the link for these with the discounts and everything in the video description box below. Go ahead and click the link below. You should save some money and get a few extra dollars off of these. So click the link in the bottom of the video. Subscribe to the channel. Stay tuned. Appreciate the time. See y'all in the next one. Peace.